Good morning. It's the Sweat Lecture Series. And this morning we're going to talk about breakfast. So I had a run-in on a private message with a client from the Fab 50 group who completed her Whole30, and she completed it doing juicing for breakfast and then 2 Whole30 compliant meals. And she was upset that this wasn't a Whole30 because she felt great, she got a lot of benefits, but she was mad that I told her she didn't do a Whole30 because she wasn't eating breakfast. She was doing a juice. She was doing like a knob of ginger and celery juice and all that fad kind of crap. She got mad at me, she left, and I told her, I said, I'm happy for you that that's what you did. I'm really happy that you got such great response and NSVs from it. But I'm a Whole30 coach and I have to uphold the Whole30 rules. And what you did was a me 30, not a Whole30. And by me 30, I mean you picked the rules that you liked and ran with them. And I explained to her that Dallas and Melissa did not make up this breakfast thing just to give you more rules. There's a scientific and systematic reason for breakfast, and that is to recalibrate your hormones. And many people do not like to eat breakfast because they're not hungry. And the reason they're not hungry is their thyroid is off, their hormones are off, their circadian rhythms are off, they're staying up until 1 o'clock watching Netflix marathons, and they're not hungry because things are not working properly. Time and time again, my Whole30 clients for the first week will say, I am not hungry. And I say, I understand, but you need to eat at least some protein, fat, veg in the morning. It can be a little later in the morning, but it needs to be within 3 hours of waking up. And they hate me for that, but then about somewhere around day 15 or so, they start being hungry at breakfast, and that's because things are regulating. They're changing systems from being sugar burners to fat burners. So understand when I tell you that breakfast is important, that's why. Not just because I like being here's another rule and here's what you have to do. You're resetting your hormones. Now, I really felt bad for this lady because she was doing the best she could, and I understand that. But it wasn't a Whole30, and it wasn't the program, and so I had to tell her that. So I want you to understand that breakfast is important. Breakfast is not juicing, because what you get with juicing is you get all of the sugar and none of the fiber, and your body needs to chew. There is a reason we have teeth, and our whole digestive system works on the chewing mechanism. So smoothies, same thing. You're getting, if I gave you 3 cups of spinach to eat, you'd be full, wouldn't you? But you can put 3 cups of spinach in a smoothie and suck it right down. So volume-wise, smoothies are different. Again, most people put a bunch of fruit in a smoothie, so there your sugar dragon is getting a big hit. So smoothies are not good. Now, because I'm ornery this morning, let's talk about those chia puddings. I will say, much to the chagrin of my vegan friends, that plant proteins are inferior, not nearly as good as animal proteins. And the reason I say that is, if you look at the macros on plant proteins, yes, they have some protein, they do, but they usually have at least twice as many carbs. So really they're a carb source, not a protein source. Now, if you're a vegan, do you need that? Yeah, because you're not getting any other protein. But if you're doing Whole30 and you're doing it properly, then you need animal protein. These chia puddings, basically they're just a smoothie. And everybody tries to float them past me with, well, this is compliant. Well, yeah, it's compliant, but it's also swipo. It's also basically cereal. It's basically pudding. So save that for your food freedom. You want to eat it in your food freedom, knock yourself out. But if you're doing my Whole30 program, or you're in the Fab 50 group, or probably many other coaches groups, it's a no-go. All right, so no juicing, no smoothies, no puddings. And some people like to do the granola look-alike things in the morning, which is a bunch of nuts and coconut and all that. I don't like that either, because that's just glorified cereal. And nobody needs that many nuts in one sitting. You know, if you're using that because you're going hiking, by all means, use that. But I don't really like it as a meal or in a meal. So there. I sound crabby this morning, don't I? I'm really not, I swear. I'm just kind of over the can I have smoothies thing. But that's okay, because every week this is going to come up, and every week I will say the same thing. And in fact, I think I'm just going to put this up on my YouTube channel, and then it'll live there and people can have it. Because I think people should see me in all my sweaty, no makeup, disgusting glory, don't you? Yeah. All right, guys, if you have any questions at all on this, please hit me up at Let's Chat at motivateme.love. Grab me on Instagram at motivatemelove. Grab me on Facebook. Grab me on the website, motivateme.love. Just grab me, okay? I want you to completely understand what breakfast is. All right, kittens. Talk to you later.